Okay, girl, can hear me? Someone on the mic? And you can see the textbook or not?
Can, teacher.
Okay, this is yesterday. I hutang you. Okay, remember these questions? These questions? Okay, I say I'm not sure. Have to go and think how to do. Okay, so actually not that difficult also. Okay. Okay, so okay, reciprocal. Okay, example. Let's say A. Okay, and the reciprocal. Okay, which is 1 over A. Okay, so A times 1 over A, you will get what? Okay, you will get 1. So I'm going to use this concept okay, to solve the problem. Okay, so you have two equations. The first equation is this. Okay, so the root of the equation or the solution of the equations will be by using the what the formula. Okay, since the A is A, the B is B, and the C is C lah. Square 4AC over 2A. Okay, then for the other one, this is another equations. Okay, same thing. The solution for this equations there. Okay, here a little bit difference. The A is C, then the C is A, but the B is still B. Okay, so the B is still B. Follow the formula. B is still B. Okay, now the A is C and then the C is A. Okay, then 2A is 2C long. Okay, so now I want to prove that this one is the reciprocal of this. So I just use this concept. Okay, the A times 1 over A concept. So I going to times the two solutions. Okay, I times the two solutions, then I hope that I can get 1. Okay, if I times out that two solutions, I get 1. It proves that okay, the solution is a reciprocal for another solutions. So next, what I'm going to do is okay, times. Okay, the 4AC, 4CA is actually the same thing. So I write back as 4AC, then here 2C. Okay, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Okay, so here, this times this, so I'm going to expand it term by term. So first term to the first term. Okay, negative, negative become positive, so B squared. Okay, then very disturbed with the plus minus here, very disturbed with the plus minus here. How are you going to do it? If this is plus, and this is minus, how leh? I have another way lah, but that way is more complicated, I feel, because you haven't learned it. B squared. Plus minus okay, I got to assume in this way lah, I got to assume in this way. 1 plus and 1 minus. Okay, only I will get the answer. Okay, 1 plus and 1 minus. Okay, so you see, I give you another example. 1 plus and 1 minus. Okay, 1 plus and 1 minus, this one you will get P squared, okay, minus Q squared. Okay, because here positive PQ and negative PQ, it will disappear. So for this, you will get this. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is P, this is Q, and same thing, this is P and this is Q. And here one, I will take one is plus and one is minus. Okay, then the other one will be 1 minus 1 plus. I will mix the plus minus together. Then you will get the answer. Okay, so therefore, I follow this way. Okay, you will get this. Okay, so P squared is a B squared. Okay, then minus, then Q squared. This is a Q. This one is a Q. Okay, this one is the P. And then this one is the Q. This one is the Q. Okay, so this one squared, the square root, the whole thing squared. Okay, then over. Okay, now denominator times denominator, 2 times 2 is 4, 4AC. Okay, I continue here. Okay, this one square and square root, the square root will disappear. Remember, here is a negative, so you put a bracket for it. Then you open out the bracket. Okay, then this one become positive. Okay, now b squared minus b squared, this one 0. So 4ac over 4ac, then you get 1. This way, then you get the answer. But this part only, the plus minus and plus minus, okay? So you can explain this in this way, explain in this way. Okay, here I take plus, the other one I take minus. Then here, if I take minus, the other one I take plus. Then you will get this answer. If both you take plus and then both you take minus, then you will not get this answer. You will get another answer. Okay, but I think it's good enough for me to to show you this method Okay, because the other methods more make sense, but it's more complicated Okay, so I think that's all for these questions. Okay, we will go through. Okay, this one settled already. Yesterday we stopped at page 51. Okay, so we will continue. Okay, this part also is very lengthy. After this, also a lot of concept. Okay, so you write you write the today index, the position of the graph. Today is what? 9. Okay, so you use the same book, MX2. Okay, relating the position of the graph of a quadratic functions and the type of the roots. Okay, so for the types of the root, there are 3 types of root. Okay, so remember. Okay. Can I call someone? Yesterday I missed one girl. Reshika. Reshika? Oh, okay. Okay. So there are 3 types of roots. Can you name one of it? Understand my questions? Rishika, understand my questions? Okay, so she gave me one type of a root, which is a two equal real roots. Okay, very good. I think yesterday I called the first girl. Okay, so the second girls are Ashlyn. Ashlyn, can you give me the second type? Ashlyn here? Yeah? Ashlyn?
Two real different root.
Okay, two real different roots. Okay, thank you. So the third girl is who? Celine. Last type, the third one. Celine here? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Cannot hear you. Repeat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but very soft.
Real roots.
Okay, no real roots. Okay, thank you, Celine. No real roots. Okay, very good. Now, okay, I come back to the textbook. Okay, so there are three types of roots. Okay, we have learned that the discriminant b squared minus 4ac of the quadratic functions, quadratic equations can be used to determine the type of roots. Let's see how the types of root of a quadratic equation can determine the position of the graph of a quadratic functions with respect to the x-axis. Okay, we only interested where is the graph with respect to x-axis, means is above the x-axis, uh, below the x-axis, touch the x-axis, how many point? We is respect to x-axis. We are not interested to see the graph with respect to other things, to respect to y-axis lah, to respect with other things. We just want to see the graph um, um, with respect to the x-axis only. Okay, so we'll go through this activity. Okay, first of all, I will ask questions one by one. First of all, I want you to do this. Okay, I want you to get this. B squared minus 4ac for case A, ABC, case B, ABC. Okay, so I will call one by one. Okay, you have to tell me B squared minus 4ac is what? Okay, for each of these questions. Okay, one by one we will do. Okay, can I have a Peiqi?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, can you help me with this? You do for me this. Case 1A. Okay, what is the B squared minus 4AC?
Zero.
Okay, 0. Thank you. Okay, so for this case is equal to 0. And next girl, Denise.
Yes,
Denise.
teacher.
Okay, can you help for case B? Case 1B. What is the B squared minus 4AC?
Bigger than 0.
Yeah. But what's the number?
81.
Yeah, 81. Okay, thank you, Denise. Okay, next girl will be Dashina. Dashina,
Yes, teacher.
okay, can you help for the case 1C? What is the B squared minus 4AC?
Teacher, negative 12.
Negative 12,
Yeah.
Okay, so this is smaller than 0. Okay, now I have done for case 1. Thank you. Okay, next, Emmeline. Can you do for me case 2A?
Teacher is equal to 0.
Okay, the first one equal to 0. Okay, next girl is Itasha.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Itasha?
24.
24 I don't
Yeah.
calculate all. Okay, if your friend is wrong, please let me know. Okay, Farha, can you do for case 2C?
$76.
76 something wrong. I don't know who is wrong. I don't know B is wrong or C is wrong. One will be negative one. I think C is negative. A I think C is negative.
Teacher, negative 4.
Negative 4. Okay, so negative 4.
Yeah, sorry, teacher.
Okay, it's okay. So this is negative. Okay, so Farha. Okay, so now, okay, I'm going to sketch the graph. Okay, I'm going to use a software. Okay, this software I always use one. FX Draw. Okay, to sketch this case by case. These three graphs first, and then after this three graph. Okay, why you separate to the case 1 and case 2? Anyone can see any different or not? Case 1 and case 2. Anyone can see any different or not? Okay, why it group that this ABC in case 1 and why it group this ABC in case 2? Can I open to anyone that didn't answer today yet? I don't know whether you need the screen or not. I don't know whether you have hard copy of your textbook. I don't want to call name. Anyone that didn't answer the question yet? Okay, come the answer already. Okay, Cheryl say that A is smaller than 0. Which one A is smaller than 0, Cheryl? Is case 1 or case 2? Case 2, okay. She can notice that all the case 2, the A is smaller than 0. And then means the case 1, A, all the A are bigger than, are positive. Okay, so Cheryl, I give you 1 mark. Cheryl. Okay, so I'm going to call words. I'm now in the school actually. Today I'm on duty for SPM. So they now come out already. They just finished chemistry paper 1. Do you know that when is your media exam? I think I told you before lah. Huh? Beginning of May, right? Okay, can see my screen of a graph. Someone on the mic?
And teacher.
Can okay, so now I'm going to do the case 1 first lah. Okay, so will not be so complicated. So I'm going to type in all the 3 functions. So this is the first function. This is a x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, now I go to do the second one. Y equals 2x squared plus 7x minus 4. Okay, this is the second one. Okay, now this is the third one. Y equals x squared minus 6x plus 12. Okay, so I have done. Okay, so I will have a tree graph. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, which one is which? Okay, when I point the cursor here, okay, this is 2x squared. 2x squared plus 7x minus 4. This is the second one. Okay, how about this? Okay, this is the first one. Okay, this is the first one. Now we see the blue color one, the first one A okay, it touches the x-axis at only 1 point. See, only 1 point. Okay. Then for the second one, okay, you remember just now we say for the first one, okay, the D, the discriminant is equal to 0. Then for the second one, okay, the D is positive, and then you will see this graph, it cut or it intersect with the x-axis at 2 points. Here 1 point, here 2 points. Okay. Then how about this, the third graph? Okay, the third graph, the discriminant is smaller than 0. Therefore, you can see this graph didn't touch the x-axis. Okay, so now you remember already. Okay, for the D is equal to 0, it touched at 1 point. It's because there is only one real root, or the 2 same real roots. Okay, so it's only one answer. Okay, then for the D is bigger than 0, you have 2 different roots. Therefore, it cuts the x-axis at 2 different points. Okay, then lastly, for the D is smaller than 0. Okay, no real roots. Therefore, it didn't cut the x-axis at all. Okay, and then you can see the whole graph. The whole graph is actually above the x-axis. Okay, this is for the case A is positive. Okay, smiling face. Okay, now we come to the sad face. Okay, so going to draw. Okay, this one all I don't want. Okay, I start case 2. And then, okay, now we see the result. Okay, so case 2, because A is negative, so all the 3 graphs are sad face. Okay, so but the same thing. Okay, you can see one of the graph didn't touch at all. Okay, so one of the graph touched at 1 point, one of the graph touched at 2 points. Okay, so you see the first one, the D is equal to 0. So I guess it's this blue color one. Correct? Okay, so it touched at 1 point, touch the x-axis at 1 point. Then for the case B, the D is positive, greater than 0. I think this is the one. Okay, correct. It touched the graph at 2 points. And then this is the last one, last graph. Okay, it didn't touch the x-axis at all. Okay, and then for this graph, for the set phase graph, okay, you can see the whole graph is below the x-axis. The whole graph, actually the y value are negative. Okay, so that's all. Okay, state the relation, type of root, and number of intersect point. Okay, this one done. Okay, now we go to the conclusions. Okay, this one the one. Okay, we come back to the textbook. Okay, you go to the next page. Here is the conclusions. So this one you can write as your notes. Okay, so this one you can write as your notes. So when the D is positive, equals 0 and negative, okay, what will happen? Okay, what will happen? Okay, so this one is for the smiling face, and then this one is for the sad face. Okay, this one for a sad face, this one for a smiling face. Okay, then the description is here. Okay, now we want to look at the example. Okay, determine the type of roots of each of the following quadratic functions. Okay, when fx equal to 0. Okay, then sketch the graph and make a generalization on the position of a graph at the x-axis. Okay, so for this part is the same thing. When you sketch the graph, you just are interested with the x-axis. Okay, the graph and the x-axis. Okay, the other axis, I mean the y-axis, you don't really need it. Okay. Okay, when you want to make the generalization, okay, this is how you will mention. Okay, the graph does not intersect. Okay, the graph touch x-axis at one point, or the graph intersect at the x-axis at 2 points. Okay, all these you write as a generalization. Okay, you see it's which type, no? Okay, now we go to A. Okay, first of all, you have to know what is a discriminate law. Okay, determine the type of root. Okay, so you have to find what is A, B, and the C, and then find the B squared minus 4AC. Okay, for the case A, okay, B squared minus 4AC is 41, therefore is greater than 0. Okay, greater than 0. Okay, so determine the type of root. So what type of root? Okay, the quadratic function have two real and different roots. Okay, this is the type of roots. Okay, then sketch the graph. This is the sketching of the graph. Okay, A is positive, smiling face, and then it touches the x-axis 2 points. This is a sketch of graph. Okay, then make a generalization. Okay, so make a generalization. This is the generalizations. Okay, passes through the minimum point. Okay, this part actually it explain this. It explain this is the smiling face, but we don't. When you write, you don't write this is smiling face. This is how you write. Okay, the graph is parabola. Okay, which passes through the minimum point. Passes through the minimum point. This one give you the meaning of smiling face. You don't write this is smiling face, this is sad face in your during your exam, no mark one. Okay, so this is how you write. Okay, and then intersect the x-axis at 2 points. Okay, so first part, because of the A is greater than 0, so this is how you write. Then second part is this is because of the D is greater than 0, then this is how you write. Okay, now we go to part B. Okay, part B, same thing. First of all, we find the A, B, and the C for you to find B squared minus 4AC. Okay, B squared minus 4AC equal to 0. Okay, so you got to determine the type of the roots. Okay, so has two real and equal roots. Okay, then after that, sketching of the graph. Okay, set face, so this way. Okay, and then touch the x-axis at 1 point. because D is equal to 0. Okay, so make the generalization. Okay, so because of the A is smaller than 0, okay, so this is how you describe. Okay, passes through maximum point, and then, okay, because of D is equal to 0, then you have to say intersect the x-axis at only one point. Okay. Now we go to example 11. Okay, we look at A. Find the value of n such that the x-axis is the tangent to the graph of a quadratic function fx equal to blah 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 blah. Okay, this one I don't read out lah. Okay, so the important keywords is here. X such that x-axis is the tangent. X-axis is the tangent. X-axis is the tangent. Okay, what's the meaning is x-axis is the tangent. What's the meaning of this tangent? Anyone? Anyone can describe these properties of tangent or not? Same thing. Anyone just now I didn't call your name. You can freely to answer me. What's the meaning of this tangent? What is the properties of the tangent? Will bring what type of properties? Have you learned tangent? Have you learned this word, tangent? Someone? Even though you just now you have answered, also you can answer me. Have you learned tangent? Have you heard of the words of tangent before?
Yes.
Okay, so what you understand about this tangent? How? When you learn tangent? Moral maths A tangent to a circle am I right?
Yes.
Tangent to a circle Okay, so if you have a circle, then you have a tangent to that circle. So what's the meaning? Or you have a curve, you have okay, it touched the graph at a point. Very good. Okay, so if you have a tangent, that tangent, if that tangent is a tangent to a circle, so that tangent, I mean that line, okay, that you call it tangent, it will touch the circle at one point. So for the curve or for the graph is the same thing. You have a tangent to for a graph of to a curve, then that line is touch the line will touch only the graph at only one point. Okay, so Hasina, very good okay, so I give you 1 point here. Oh, okay, now it's your turn to answer. Okay, we come back here. Okay, now you say that x-axis is the tangent, okay, to the graph of a quadratic functions. This one means it only touch at one point. Okay, it only touch at one point. Okay. So when it touch at one point, what is the D? Okay, touch at one point, the D is equal to 0. Okay, I don't know this is smiling face or sad face because this is n plus 1. So I couldn't tell from here whether this is smiling face or sad face, but doesn't matter. If this is smiling face, it will be something like this. Okay, this is the x-axis. Okay, x-axis become the tangent of the graph. Means, okay, it touch at one point. Okay, if this is sad face, it will be this way. Okay, the x-axis is the tangent of the graph. Okay, this is the meaning. Okay, therefore, Okay, for this case, you know that D is 0. D is equal to 0. Okay, so this is how you do. Okay, so same thing, this one is the A. This one is the A. This whole thing is the B, because this is the coefficient for X. Then constant, this is a C. Okay, so get the B squared minus 4AC equal to 0. Okay, and then expand and then simplify, and then you get the answer. Okay, so this one I don't explain in detail. Just I want you to know the concept. Okay, this case is same as when you have a keyword something like this. Okay, I give you more keywords for the D equal to 0. Okay, when you see has only one intersect. Let's say sometimes they will use this. Okay, or when you see touch the x-axis at only one point. All these means D equal to 0. Okay, now we go to part B. Okay, find the range. Okay, when you see range, okay, you will involve mostly with the inequality. Okay, find the range of the value of K if the graph of quadratic functions has no intersect. This is a keywords here. Has no x-intercept, means it will not cut x-axis. Okay, or it will sometimes sound this way: do not intersect the x-axis. Okay, all are the same meaning. This one means D is smaller than 0, like just now. Okay, so we look at the answer. Okay, so here this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C. Okay, B squared minus 4AC smaller than 0. Okay, then put in. Okay, then find the answer. Okay, the third type, same thing, find the range. Okay, this is will be an inequality. Okay, if this quadratic function has two x-intercept, or sometimes they will say intersect the x-axis at 2 points. All these have the same meaning. Okay, so this one, the D is greater than 0. Okay, let's see the answer. Okay, so the same thing. Here the A is 1. Okay, B is P, C is P plus 3. Okay, so set B squared minus 4AC is greater than 0. Okay, then this is the answer. Okay, remember this part when you have a quadratic equation, quadratic inequality. Okay, remember you have to do this. You remember the 3 methods. If you don't want 3 methods, then you have to memorize the conclusions. Okay. Okay, let us see this. We still have time, Okay. Okay, let us go through this. Okay, can anyone answer these questions? What are the rules of a quadratic functions? Okay, so that it always positive or always negative for all real value of x. Anyone want to try? For the function always positive or always negative. Okay, so what rules you have? You can refer to the conclusion just now, that table just now. Always positive or always negative. Come on, anyone want to quickly get your 1 mark? I didn't ask you the question yet for today one. What are the rules? What are the rules? Actually, they're asking about the discriminate lah. Which one? The graph is always positive or always negative? D is greater than 0, equals 0 or smaller than 0. Which one? Hey, come on. I fall to sleep already. Then I call. Oh, okay, someone here. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Rashmi say that discriminate less than 0 and more than 0. Why and more than 0? Okay, D smaller than 0. Not more than 0. It's less than 0. Okay, so Iris is correct. Okay, D smaller than 0. Rashmi is only less than 0, but not more than 0. Okay, let us go back to this. Let us go back to this, the table. Okay. You say that function always positive is this. Okay, then the function always negative is this. Okay, so when this happen, okay, what rules? What rules you can say? This one, discriminant is smaller than 0. Okay, if more than 0, then it will be this one already. Okay, if for this one, the function sometimes is positive, sometimes is negative. Okay, the function sometimes is positive, sometimes is negative. Okay, it's not always positive or always negative. Always positive is this, always negative is this. Therefore, this one is for discriminant smaller than 0. Okay, so I give Iris one mark. Oh, you follow sequence. You like to follow sequence. Okay, I come back here. Okay, I have done this part. Maybe I want to try one more question. 63. 63. Question 2. Okay. Continue for these conclusions. Okay, I have one questions for you to do. Okay, look at page 63. Okay, look at these questions. Okay, you can copy this question as an example lah. Okay, find the smallest value of the integer m. Okay, see smallest value integer. Okay, so after some means m actually can take many value, but they want the smallest one. Okay, and then they want the m is an integer. Okay, such that the functions is always positive for real value of the x. Okay, this function is always positive. This is what we're going to apply just now. Okay, a function is always positive or a function is always negative. Okay, this one means the discriminant is smaller than 0. Okay, I don't know whether I got 0 or not. I try discriminant is always smaller than 0. Okay, so this is the A, this is the B, and this is a C. B squared minus 4AC is always smaller than 0. Okay, because these questions they didn't ask for the range. Always just now that the other two example you remember for the D is smaller than 0 or the bigger than 0, they will always ask for the range. But this question a little bit spatial, they don't ask for the range. Instead of asking for the range, they are asking the smallest value of the integer. Afterwards, we got to analyze. After we get the final answer in inequality, then we got to analyze what's the meaning of this smallest value of the integer. Okay, so I continue. B is 7 squared. Okay, A is m, and this is 3, 49, 12n. Okay, then 49 minus, go to this side, become plus. Okay, then Okay, then I write in this way, 12m, okay, bigger 49. After that, the 49 divide by 12. Okay, this is times, bring to this side become divide. Okay, 49 divided by 12 is in decimal. Okay, or you write in a fractions also can. Okay, so this is 4, 1 over 12. Okay, so now, okay, how do we analyze, okay, to get the final answer? They want the smallest value of the integer. Okay, m is greater than 4 point something. Okay, so greater than 4 point something and is an integer, so your m is 5, 6, 7, 8, and etc. Okay, so your m can take, if m is integer, 5, 6, 7, and etc. So that's why they ask for smallest value. Okay, so the smallest value of m, smallest value of integer m will be 5. This is the final answer, 5. Okay, I think that's all for today. So you only have one exercise, I think so. Let me go through. After this, okay, so this is the homework for today. 2.7. Okay, if no questions, we can wait, I stop record first.